All investors need to understand there's basically three main risk factors that I as an investor want to identify and really solve for before I choose to invest with a sponsor or choose to invest in a real estate investment opportunity. Risk factor number one is the operational risk. There are operators in the space that are 2 men in a truck. There's folks that are out there that have a team of 20, and then there's sponsors like Rise48, for example, that have over 350 full-time W-2 employees in-house. So you really have to understand the operations and the operational risk. The second risk factor that I like to solve for or identify is the risk factor of execution risk. And that's really, what is the said business plan? Is this a value-add investment opportunity, for example, where the operator is looking to force value creation by renovating units? If that's the case, there's a tremendous amount of execution risk involved with executing that type of a business plan, and you as an investor need to have a lot of confidence that that particular group is going to be able to minimize the execution risk associated with a value-add business plan. And the third final risk factor that I like to identify is what I call market risk. Now, market risk is interesting because the operator and the investor can't really control market risk. Okay, it's a very external thing, but what is the operator doing to be able to mitigate the potential of market risks? And when I talk about market risks, I think about things from a historical perspective. I think about black swan events, for example. One might be the dot-com bubble burst. It might be the global financial crisis. It might be COVID. There's always going to be risk factors whenever investing in real estate. So what is the operator or the sponsor doing to best protect your investment and solve for those external market risks that may be present over the course of the life cycle of that investment? When I first started using the three main risk factor tests to determine whether or not an investment is a good fit for myself, wasn't really until after I had been investing for a number of years. The first investment I made, I used the shotgun approach. I really didn't know what I was doing at the time, but what I did know is I wanted to invest so that I could learn through the process itself. After having invested in a dozen different deals, I started to realize there are some risks that we need to solve for and be comfortable with. These main risk factors are now paramount to my investing decisions on an ongoing basis. As an individual investor, you need to be confident and comfortable in that team's ability to mitigate or minimize those three risk factors before you, as an investor, choose to partner with that operator.